Previously on To Afloat.
I got some float now. Nicole?
Yeah? Okay.
Halfway.
Well, we broke the Traveler on the jib. So now we don't have a head sail. We have no way of attaching one at the moment. We have a head sail now, kinda sorta. Ryan found a car for the self-tacker. Look, no metal, all Dyneema. We love Dyneema on this boat. But we cannot use our main big jib, I guess I'll call that, because the cover is starting to come off. I have to do some sewing later when there's no rain and no wind.
How about you do some hoisting in the meantime?
I will do some hoisting in the meantime. Okay, we're ready for our other little jib. Ryan looked at the models and made an analysis that there will be wind on the other side. So we're gonna go find it. I'm sure we will.
Just jinx the fuck out of us.
What?
You just jinx the fuck out of us.
No, I didn't jinx us.
You said surely.
I didn't jinx us. There will be no wind.
So what I did was, these are two separate cars that each had kind of this attachment point that you're supposed to put like a bolt through this. So what I did was I ran a thick piece of Dyneema through them and put a double overhand on each end, which weakens this line significantly. But this line is so freaking strong to begin with that even at like 30%, it's still almost twice what we would need. The other factor is because I lashed this block to the sort of where there's a little gap, there's a little bit of line in there. It's a perpendicular pull, which isn't the strongest direction to pull against Dyneema. I think that we're so far over the safety standard that it should be okay, theoretically. Next thing I did was I used a longer piece of Dyneema, both for the lashing for the block and for the Traveler limiter, or whatever you call this line, because that would help spread the load a little bit on this piece of Dyneema. We should be, you know, well within safe specs, but we'll find out on the water one way or the other. What did I miss?
All right, let's go hopefully find out how this new setup works. It's not the permanent setup. We still want to order a car.
A lighter car.
A lighter and more beefier, right?
No.
Oh. Anytime we're dealing with lines, we are cleaning them. Cleaning lines is when you flake the line in order to take out the tangles, because it can be a trip hazard, and then also you want to make sure you don't have any kinks or knots that occur when you just stuff the lines in.
The main sheet will almost always be off the winch and cleaned, and that's because the main is potentially one of the more dangerous sails on a catamaran, especially in unsettled weather. So right now, the way it's set up, and on a monohull too, actually, because it can broach, tip over, people can fall, you can damage rigging, all kinds of shit can happen. So if you leave your main sheet clean and free to run easily, and you have it, in this case, it's on a clutch, which isn't great for the line or great for the clutch, but it allows you to blow it quickly in a hurry.
All right, let's go.
We gotta go.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna get dumped on.
We got rain coming, yes. The clouds are beautiful looking with the sun shining through. Wow. So this is what our new car looks like and being sailed and used, and so far so good. We are a little bit under canvas because we cannot punch through some of these waves. Down to 10 knots? Maybe that squall out there is doing it. You think sometimes they're gonna bring you a lot of wind, and sometimes it sucks the wind away from you. Anyway, we came down a couple of degrees because we wanted to get a little bit more power into Kiapa Nui because we're only doing 6 knots. You know we're not used to that. Try and see if we could get her to pick up some pace so that she could kind of power through these waves. not much wind. I guess maybe I did jinx it this morning. Ryan just said I told you. Both engines are on and the true wind is
Jinxing, it's
7 knots. Wow.
jinxing is a real thing. Like if you say something desirable is going to happen, it definitely won't happen. And sometimes the other way around. And because I talked shit this morning when you jinxed us, and I was like, Nicole jinxed us, I know for sure I'm not getting laid today.
That might be true.
Definitely gonna happen.
Oh, you said you are not, or you are?
Not.
Or you're not? Now that you say that. I am a little slow this morning, I guess.